Chocolate is a food made from fermented and roasted cocoa beans. It is widely used and appreciated all over the world. But what is its origin? Which were the first civilizations to manufacture chocolate? And how did chocolate become into one of the most popular treats in the world? The history of chocolate dates back thousands of years, with its origins in Mesoamerica, where ancient civilizations like the Olmecs, Maya, and Aztecs first cultivated the cacao tree and used its beans. However, the chocolate we know today has evolved significantly over time. The history of chocolate begins with the ancient Mesoamerican civilizations, which lived from 1500 BCE to 400 BCE. The Olmecs, around 1500 BCE, were likely the first civilization to cultivate cacao. They used the beans to make a bitter, frothy drink, which was considered sacred and used in religious rituals. While the exact recipe is unclear, this marks the first known use of cacao. The Maya civilization, around 250 CE to 900 CE, further developed the use of cacao. They made a drink called chocolatl, which means bitter water, by grinding roasted cacao beans and mixing them with water, chili peppers, and other spices. It was consumed during ceremonies and was reserved for the elite. Aztec civilization, which lived from 1300 CE to 1521 CE, continued the tradition of drinking cacao, which they believed was a gift from their god Quetzalcoatl. They valued cacao beans so highly that they used them as currency. The Aztecs' chocolate drink was also bitter and often flavored with spices and cornmeal. The Emperor Montezuma II, who lived from 1466 to 1520, and was the last ruler of the Aztec Empire to maintain independence, before the Spanish conquest in the early 16th century, was known for drinking large quantities of this chocolate beverage, which was believed to have energizing and even aphrodisiac properties. Chocolate was introduced to Europe in the early 1500s, in the 16th century, after the Spanish conquest of the Aztecs. Hernán Cortés is often credited with bringing cacao beans and chocolate drink recipes back to Spain around 1528. Initially, Europeans found the drink too bitter, so they began sweetening it with sugar and vanilla. This made chocolate highly popular among European aristocracy. The process of making chocolate was still similar to the Mesoamerican way, involving grinding cacao beans to create a beverage. It wasn't until the 1600s and 1700s that chocolate became a fashionable drink throughout Europe, especially in Spain, France, and Italy. Dutch chemist Coenraad van Houten invented the cocoa press in 1828. This machine extracted much of the fat, cocoa butter, from the cocoa beans, leaving behind a dry cake of cocoa solids that could be ground into fine powder. This process not only made chocolate more affordable but also easier to mix with water or milk to create a smoother beverage. The press also paved the way for the production of cocoa powder, which became a popular product and allowed for the creation of various chocolate-based recipes. If you are liking the video, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This is very important so we can make new videos for you. In 1847, the first modern solid chocolate was created by British chocolatier Joseph Fry, who discovered that by adding melted cocoa butter back into the cocoa powder and sugar mixture, he could mold it into a solid bar. This was the first time chocolate could be eaten rather than just drunk. This marked the shift from chocolate as a drink to chocolate as a snack. Fry's Chocolate Factory in England was one of the first companies to mass-produce chocolate bars, and this innovation was a significant step toward industrial production. In 1875, Swiss chocolatier Daniel Peter developed milk chocolate by combining cocoa with condensed milk, which was invented by his friend Henri Nestlé. This revolutionized the chocolate industry and made chocolate more accessible to the masses. Milk chocolate quickly became popular and increased the demand for chocolate products globally. Another major advancement in chocolate production came in 1879 when Swiss chocolatier Rodolphe Lindt invented the conching machine. The conching process involved heating and continuously mixing the chocolate to create a smoother texture and enhance its flavor. Lindt's process made chocolate melt in the mouth and gave it a luxurious, creamy texture, which transformed the quality of mass-produced chocolate. By the late 1800s, several major chocolate companies were established, each using new industrial methods to produce chocolate on a larger scale. Some of the companies are Cadbury, in the UK, which started mass-producing chocolate bars and launched the popular Dairy Milk brand in 1905. Nestlé, in Switzerland, became a leader in milk chocolate production. Hershey established, with Milton Hershey, the Hershey Company in 1894, which became one of the largest chocolate producers in the United States. Hershey used industrial processes to make chocolate affordable for the American middle class. The key technological innovations that enabled industrial production were the cocoa press, in 1828, solid chocolate bars, in 1847, or the creation of the concept of chocolate as a snack, sparking demand for mass production. Milk chocolate, in 1875, that made chocolate sweeter, creamier, and more popular, leading to higher demand. And conking process, in 1879, improving the texture and flavor of chocolate, making it suitable for large-scale production. By the early 20th century, chocolate factories had become highly mechanized, producing chocolate bars, candies, and other treats in vast quantities. The use of machinery like refiners, conches, and tempering machines allowed for the continuous production of chocolate, significantly lowering costs and expanding chocolate's availability to the masses. Companies like Hershey, Mars, Cadbury, and Nestlé became household names, and chocolate shifted from being a luxury item to a popular snack enjoyed by people around the world. From its ancient roots as a bitter drink to the sweet, creamy chocolate bars we enjoy today, chocolate has undergone a fascinating transformation over the centuries. The innovations laid the foundation for the industrial chocolate production we know today, turning chocolate into one of the most popular treats worldwide. If you liked the video, leave your like, and don't forget to subscribe. This is very important so we can make new videos for you.